Well, here we are. Finally, I have got the inner sill clamped in only, but in place. Got the torque box on there, torque converter plate on the inside, sill extension, inner sill extension. It's close, but it's not quite right. What I have discovered is when I've made the torque box, there's supposed to be an extra flap off of here, a tab on this inner section. So I'm gonna have to pull that out now. It's not welded in yet, and make a tab for that. That'll fix that up. And then I gotta go and commit to tacking things together, just enough to hold them, so I can sit the outer sill on, then the A pillar, then the door, then the guard, and see if everything is in the right spot. I'm a bit hesitant to put anything in fully or secure it in fully without doing that first. So that's going to take a little while just to get in the prep work and see how it goes. Well, after all my self-praising on the brilliance of my torque converter plate that I made, I omitted to add this little extra tab. So now I'll have to just weld that on there, and that's underneath, and there's a triangular section that runs out here underneath as a support bracket. And this side of it runs to the inner sill, and that is underneath the torque box, and there's a bracket there. So now I need to put that on. No big deal, but a bit of an oversight. Well, here's my torque converter plate, and now it has the new little tab across the edge. That's done, painted, and I'll now go and fit that down back in that spot where it's supposed to go. I'll put a couple of spot welds on it, well, plug welds anyway, and then I'll start putting this side together, again just with plug welds, so I can get all of this hopefully in the right position and verified. One thing I'm concerned about at the moment is it does appear to be in the correct position, but when I come down to the back here, I've got this gap. I can put my finger, well, it's probably 10 mil, which looks like it has to go forward 10 mil, but I don't want to cut anything yet, so I'll get this together, see if I can actually slide it forward. But looking at all the other references, this is supposed to line up about here, so I'm not entirely sure what to make of that. Anyway, might be in for an adjustment. Afternoon all. So where are we up to? Well, I've been modifying that torque converter plate. That wasn't quite right, but now it sits nice and flush in that wall, if you can see there. It sat out about 10 mil, so I've had to modify it and extend the tab that was underneath there. Don't think you can see, maybe you can. Yep, so that's that. It's all clipped into place. The inner sill is on there, not welded, just tacked, one or two spots. Got this lined up at the back here fairly well. It sits up in there, so that was all right. So now I'm going to tack that in place, and then I'm going to stick the guard on, and that'll hopefully help me align where the A pillar goes here. Then I'll hang the door, and hopefully the gaps will be even. Everything being good, I'll take it all off, mark everything up, and then weld it in. Exciting times. Well, what I've discovered is I don't have a lower hinge for the front door, so I won't be able to position the A pillar until I buy one of them, fit it, and probably put a kit on that top one because it is sloppy as it, oh well, it's just sloppy. So at this point, I'm going to weld up that little tab in there now, box that, close that in, do those plug welds, and weld the torque converter plate in position. Fairly sure that's where it goes now. That looks pretty good, so I'll do that, and then potentially put on the torque box and the outer sill. So I'll just get on with that now and see how it goes. Okay, I'm just fitting the torque box in. You can see in the corner it didn't quite sit up against the wall, so I've cut a slot down there and I'll just weld in a wedge. It's only about 5 mil, but that way it'll sit flush against there to attach it. So just doing that. Well, I'm up to now finally stripping the paint back on the inner sill, which I've done all the way along there on all the points that need to be spot welded with this handy little dude, so that was good. Now I'll put the U-pole copper spray on, let that dry, and then I can start actually spot welding it on in position. Been a long time getting to this spot. Well, as you can see, I have been spot welding on the inner sill. I'm just working my way along, and I'm just down to this section here at the moment. I'm going to do some here, so I'll attempt to try and just film a couple of them so you can see what's going on, but otherwise it's boring as hell, so I won't put you through it. Let's see how it goes. I know the trick with this is it's damn heavy, so to get it in the right spot, I'm using my trolley to get it there. That looks pretty good. And that's all there is to it. So I'll just bring that in a bit closer so you can see. There. Doesn't do too bad a job. So that's what I'm doing now. And I'll keep these all going. Going to take a while, probably 100 of them. But I'll take a few shots in between and see how it all ends up.